Hello guys, hi, happy Tuesday. I'm Melissa Miller and I go live here on the Essential Stencil page to do stenciling. Okay, so we are gonna get this stencil out and we are gonna get some paint on it. So I'm gonna center this right in this frame. This is a wood frame that we've made. I've had it for a while and I just repainted the background black. It's just solid black, but I think I'm gonna use rose gold on this. I think the rose gold might be pretty. Rose gold is going to show up and we're going to go on here. So that's what I mean. Like sometimes those bigger brushes I feel like are easier for me to work into a smaller because I feel like they have a little bit more bend. So even like in these letters here, so we'll have to do a couple of coats because I can tell that this rose gold it will show more than I think it's showing, but I can also tell it's going to need another coat or two. So we'll just take our time and I'm just slightly swirling right over this stencil. I'm going to give this another coat. I might take a peek at it in just a second. We'll let it dry for a minute. I'm just going to give this one more little light coat and then I think we are going to pull it off and we're going to see how it looks. I think it's going to be pretty. I think that's pretty. I think it looks very good and I know it's going to be backwards, but look at how pretty that is. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to make some cute little tags. You guys know that we sell these little wood tags on Miller's Rustic Sawmill, so you can get these on Miller's Rustic Sawmill. I know it would be a great wedding gift, Sherry. There's a lot of things in here that are great for the wedding. So if you've not grabbed the bundle, grab the bundle and use my code MRS2019 at checkout. So, but yeah, we have a set of 6 of these, but I brought 3 to try something with, and I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do just yet, but I'm thinking about using this Caribbean blue and maybe a light pink and some red. I brought home some red that's kind of a berry red, but I kind of like these colors for Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna try to come up with how I want to do this. And I don't know if I'll make all 3 of them, but we'll start with one. And in here are the cute little tags. The cute little tags are great for adding to presents. They're even just great as a little gift with, you know, in a little sack, tie them together, add a cute bow, stuff like that. So this is going to have Love You More, which is adorable. I might use that one. It's also going to have Sweetheart, the word sweetheart. That's pretty sweet. That is cute. And then February 14th. Valentine's Day. There are 6 little mini tags. Again, here's your wedding. Perfect for wedding showers, Mr. and Mrs. and gifts. That is adorable. The little Cupid. Hey, Tim. And then Be Mine. So I've got 6 cute ones to pick from. I also have some of my transfers if I want to use on one of my transfers. I thought about just covering one of them completely. So I might do that too. So we can maybe use some transfers and see what happens here. I've got layers upon layers on. So let me get my sleeves pushed up. So I think we're going to do Love You More. And I think I'm going to start with this light pink background. I think so. We're just going to give this a good coat of white, or this pinkish. It's a real pale pink. And on this one, I'm going to use this red. We're going to do pink and red. I think that's going to be cute. So I'm just going to go right over this. And this is kind of a pinkish red. I will say it's called Cardinal Crimson. Okay, so we're going to pull that up. And this one's going to be cute. I had an issue one time because my paint wasn't dry. I do remember that, Laura. I think I'll use this light pink. It seems to be working pretty well. I've used most of this. This is just called light pink. It's an apple barrel paint. It's going to have something chunky in it, but we'll work that off in just a minute. I guess I will get, just like this tag that I'm putting this paint on. I will want to make sure it is completely dry before I put anything else on it. I think I'm going to save that. So I think I'm going to make this one the Cardinal Crimson. And I'm going to coat this one and let it dry. Let's do the transfers. I've got some here. I'm going to get my little transfer tool and my scissors is what you will need. let's just pull some of these out. These are smaller scale, so I think I'm going to use, and then there's some bigger scale on the second page. So some of the smaller ones are on the front page, but there's also this. Like, look at how pretty that is. They are beautiful. So we know this is dry, and I let it cool off. So I'm just going to cut some of these, and I'm just going to put it on here. Hi, Janet. After I get off my live here, and make sure that they're on there. So if they're not there tonight, just check back. Okay, so there's one. Isn't that cute? That did not take me any time at all to transfer that on there. I had to make sure that my surface was dry before I started, or you're not going to have a good transfer experience. And if something doesn't come off, you can always just pop it right back down and go ahead and transfer it. That was so easy to get that little point on there. Okay, let's see. What else do I want to put on here? So let's see what one I want to put on here, and then we'll do one more stencil on that, and then we'll have a set done. Sweetheart, I'm going to look for a short word. Let's just see. You could do Valentine, and you could even do it right up the side and age this a little bit. That would look really cute. So we'll go with the pavement for this word, just so that it looks like it stands out. Because otherwise your bristles can just go right off the edge of it. So that, I've just washed that one. We're going to use a dry brush, and we're going to have a much better result because my other brush was still damp from me washing them. And we'll take a look. That's cute. We'll just add it right onto the other one, and it might look like it's part of that plant. Maybe a little big, but I think it's okay. And I just added the little rosebud. So now let's do this guy, and then we'll have a set of things done. Okay, let's get this light pink. And I'm going to offload, and we are going to do it. Here we go. I'm using my little dome brush. Hopefully this is going to work. Do you think this font is too big for this tag? Oh, it looks cute. I think it looks cute. I think I got it a little bit crooked, but I think it's really cute. I don't even know. It looks cute. What do you think? Do you guys like that? If you like that, throw up some hearts. I don't know the size of this exactly. I just know it fit this 16 by 5 inside. So I would guess it's maybe 18 by maybe 18 by 7, something like that. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching tonight. See you later.